Hello fellow YouTubers, welcome to this video. For one, it's crazy how much different the lighting looks like when you just pivot 90 degrees, isn't it? It seems different to me. So anyway, this is a Smackdown review, obviously. Smackdown itself starts with the New Day coming out to the ring. I thought it was funny, a guy holds up a sign that said, had a picture of Ty Dillinger on it that says missing. All the stupid Ty... Oh, you know, that's too harsh on you guys. All those poor Ty Dillinger fans who were all excited that he was going to debut on the main roster. Where he at, though? But yeah, New Day cut a typical promo. I don't even remember what they said, to be honest. The Usos cut them off. I don't remember what the Usos said. Oh, wait. I put... They say they'll retain in Money in the Bank. Yep. Breezango comes out. And then Fandango, he cuts the music off really early to talk, and then they walk up the ramp in pretty much silence. It was very saddening. Yeah, and then the Clones come out, because of course they do, because they had already announced it was going to be the 8-man tag match tonight. So they all have to come out to the ring and pretend there's a promo going on here, that there isn't a promo. Basically, this segment was done so that way everybody in the match could come out, and it didn't feel the same way as it normally would. I'm gonna be honest, this was a really mediocre start to the night. Not what I was hoping for. 8-man tag match is next, and the faces win. And I put, why try so hard? Oh, okay. So, they gave this match like 30 freaking minutes. So my question is, why did they try so hard to make this match feel like it's a big deal? I'm gonna say something. The 2 hours SmackDown has is enough time to get everybody on the card. The problem is that I noticed tonight they have a lot of filler, kind of. It's hard to explain. So like for this match, okay, frankly, you didn't need anybody to talk. You really didn't. New Day got their own special entrance. You didn't need that. I get why you did it. That's fine, we can keep that, but everybody talking seemed unnecessary. The show could have started out with, like, people coming out to the ring instead of the New Day having a special intro and then having basically 10 minutes of, hey, we're talking, just so we could see a 20-minute match that we didn't care about anyway. That's the problem with things like this, generally. The crowd, I don't know, maybe it was just me, they seemed kind of dead. Meh. And I don't mean that as in, like, dead, like it's their fault. Like, they just seem dead for this segment because why would you care? Really, there's no reason to care about this. So giving this literally the first quarter of the show, not so good of an idea. So you had AJ and Shinsuke backstage. Sammy walks in and he acts like a total loser. He's talking about planning this, planning that, blah, 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 blah. Why did they do this to Sammy? Like, really, I don't even like the guy, but I could see why, if you like the guy, this would be very, very annoying. He asks them what their plan is for tonight. My thing is, Sammy. For one, cameras are on. Why are you asking what the plan is? And two, why do you even need a plan? All three of you guys have been making these guys your bitches for like the last, 6 weeks. Sami Zayn 2-0 against Baron Corbin. AJ Styles, yeah, he traded wins with Dolph Ziggler, but let's be honest, AJ Styles better. And then even Shinsuke and Owens. Shinsuke beat Owens. He beat Ziggler too. I don't get it. So it was kind of pointless. We had a Mojo interview backstage. He says he's going to learn from his loss against Jinder last week, and he's going to use it to springboard and try harder, basically. I'm fine with this. Straight up, 100% fine with it. I get why you wouldn't be if you aren't for it. I'm fine with it, personally, though. Mojo being a white meat babyface, I'm fine with it. You know, yeah, he seems like he shouldn't be, but I'm literally, this is great. But then we get the downside of the night here, well, the worst part of the night, kind of, which is Zack Ryder comes back. Now, for one, I've never really cared about Zack Ryder, and that's not a knock at him at all. Literally, not a knock at him, not a knock at his fans, just never really was a fan of him. But my concern more so is that this means the singles push Mojo Rawley was supposed to be getting is done. That means he's going to be in the tag team division again. Yeah, they're not going to get noticed. So we come back and we get Naomi versus Tamina. And Lana comes out right away. I assumed this was going to be some sort of big tag match. And when just Naomi and Tamina came out, I was kind of surprised. So the question becomes, why am I supposed to care about this match? For one, okay, Naomi has no beef with Tamina. Like, she kind of does, but at the same point, their match at Money in the Bank are two separate matches. And I guess you wanted to get Naomi on the card, which I'm fine with. Always fine with that. But at the same point, it's like, why Tamina? Generally, people don't care about Tamina. Which, you know what, okay, whatever. If she was going to win this match, I'd be okay with it, but I think she loses. Yeah, Naomi wins. Yeah. So just... unless Tamina wins the Women's Money in the Bank, this segment just kind of leaves a bad taste in your mouth. Maybe it's just me. Lana comes in, hits Naomi with some modified powerbomb thing. Like, she kind of, like, hooked her leg and then went up and then kind of slammed her down with a powerbomb. She's still wearing her blue dress. Now, I really hope they aren't going to have her wrestle in this. Because this is my general rule. If the bell rings on Sunday and Lana is in this dress, we know it's not a serious match. We know it's not. If she at least, you know, is wearing something different when she comes down, hopefully not a dress. Because this just isn't going to work out. I'm sorry, it's not. But whatever. Yeah, okay, that was me mentioning the blue dress. And, oh, it was funny because after Lana did the powerbomb thingamajigger, she slipped trying to get up. It's only funny because it's like, clearly she wasn't ready for the spot. Like, I'm not angry. I'm really not. Because I don't think she's going to win. Even if she does. Who cares? But at the same point, it's just funny that they give her the spot and she slips. It's kind of like when they were building up Goldberg-Lesnar at Survivor Series. And I want to say Goldberg almost... Well, for one, I think he botched coming in the ring once. And then at the same point, he also... there was one week where security came out and Goldberg was clotheslining one of them over the rope and literally almost clotheslined himself over the top rope. It just reminds me of that, which, you know what, I get humor out of. If the match is gonna be fine, I don't care. I'll forget that even happened. I forgot it. It already happened. Jinder Mahal comes out, says Orton is afraid of letting his family down. That seems legit. Apparently Cowboy Bob Orton will be front row at Money in the Bank, which is cool. I've been seeing a lot of him while watching these classic wrestling pay-per-views. He says he'll beat Orton so bad his legacy will be destroyed. I like that he said legacy. Guess I'm kind of like Wheels and Leg Man. But it's more because there was the faction legacy, which was a humorous little word choice, I suppose. Jinder starts talking in Punjabi when Randy's music cuts him off, and so he sends the Singh brothers out to go get him, and lo and behold, Orton's behind him, hits him with an RKO. It's kind of predictable, but I'm okay with it. Generally, just about everything on this show I'm okay with. I think they could have done things better, but the segments were just weak. They weren't bad, they weren't strong, they were just weak. Here's another thing to note. For one, okay, you hit the RKO. Frankly, Orton slithering out of the ring could have been the end of the segment. Instead, we had to watch Orton go up the ramp for like a minute, and then proceeded to watch him taunt on the ramp for like 2 minutes. Why was this a thing? So we see an extra note. I'm going to ask you guys a question. A buddy Ryan of mine at work brought up an interesting proposition, so to speak. He said, you know John Cena's coming back to win that WWE title, right? And I gagged a little bit, and he's like, think about it, it's the 4th of July. You have a foreign heel world champion. Is John Cena gonna get his 17th world title this July 4th in less than a month? Oh boy, how exciting. So anyway, then we go to Baron Corbin and Dolph Ziggler in the locker room when Kevin Owens shows up. He suggests they unite to eliminate the faces instead of having infighting between the three of them. He brings up a fair point. He's like, hey, if we eliminate all three of those guys, then it'll just be the three of us at Money in the Bank. Our odds go up. It's good thinking. But the question that stuck with me was, why in the fuck is Baron Corbin in a locker room with Dolph Ziggler? He's the lone damn wolf. Dolph Ziggler? You're supposed to surround yourself with successful people. Not losers. Like Dolph Ziggler. Didn't like it. Didn't fit with his character. Whatever. We run into Orton backstage. And he said all he needed to say in the ring with the RKO. And he continues talking, which is unnecessary. He should have just said that and then walked off. The reason I keep saying this is they could have chopped some of this time up, squeezed another match on the card, maybe get Ty Dillinger, Luke Harper, Mojo Rawley, Zack Ryder, American Alpha, any of these people on the card. Instead, they chose to have Orton talk. Yeah. We had Charlotte versus Natalya. Charlotte wins. Don't remember anything about the match. I do know, because I put in my notes, that this was the best match of the night, up to this point at least. And yeah, it was pretty much the best match of the night. So we get a Fashion Files. Fandango's looking for Breeze, who he finds attacked, and... well, let me continue. Fandango asks Breeze to describe whoever attacked him, and based off his description, he drew 2 stick figures. I love Breezango. I really do. I think they're legitimately the best tag team right now. I was going to say Cesaro and Sheamus were, but their heel runs kind of fell flat a bit, if you ask me. I haven't really done much, and here's Breezango. Humorous for like the 6th, 7th, maybe 8th week in a row. Like, damn, why aren't they tag champs right now? Like, for real. So, okay, and that was the note I skipped over. Why are we having another story like this? I swear to God, if this becomes a weekly segment on Smackdown Live, I'm not going to watch Smackdown Live. And I don't have a DVR box. That is the title of the damn show. You named it that. Why are we doing this? We have the same exact storyline on Raw. Who attacked Enzo? Who attacked Big Cass? I swear to God, if we get who attacks Tyler Breeze every week, I will lose my shit. Better not happen. Anyway, we get Lana interview backstage. Interviewer says that Lana has caused controversy on her way to being #1 contender, and Lana asks if this is a question or interrogation. Completely fair point. Because literally, who cares how you got there? You got there. I don't get it. So what? She didn't win a match. I don't care. It's the women's title. This ain't the WWE title. This is the women's title. So who cares? Again, and I know I keep bringing it up, but that could have been the end of this promo. She kept talking. I didn't make notes for what continued happening. I just put it on mute. So, WWE, why did she keep talking? Why didn't you have her shut her pie hole and move on so we could see some more guys wrestle on this card? So we finally get our main event, AJ Styles, Sami Zayn, Shinsuke Nakamura versus Kevin Owens, Baron Corbin, Dolph Ziggler, and there was a note where they pointed out that SmackDown Live was trending. And my immediate thought was, I don't remember seeing that last night on Raw. Did Raw not trend last night? Because I swear to God, I haven't seen any reviews of Raw yet, okay? It couldn't have just been me who thought that was one of the worst episodes of Raw they've ever seen. It can't be. It can't be. So, maybe other people just skipped Raw altogether. I would not blame anybody for doing that. Anyway, we continue on. The faces win, but then the heels attack the faces after the match, and then Ziggler and Owens get a ladder that they bring in from the outside of the ring to knock out the faces before Baron Corbin comes in, uses the ladder to knock out both the heels. Woo. What I am okay with this, and the reason I'm okay with this, is that Baron Corbin is the lone wolf. He shouldn't be fucking put in tag team matches. He shouldn't have stayed in the match. Granted, they've done that shtick before. So I'm glad they handled it the way they did. Baron Corbin comes in, knocks both of them out. He is not necessarily a face, he's not necessarily a heel. He is the lone wolf. He attacks anybody he wants. That is good for his character. But then he starts scaling the ladder before Shinsuke comes in, knocking Corbin off the ladder, and then he hits him with a Kinshasa. I have no idea how to spell that. It's in my notes. I know it's not right. He then climbs the ladder and unhooks it, and the show goes off the air with Shinsuke on the ladder for like a minute or two. Again, guys, where are all the fucking wrestlers? Where are they? Where is Ty Dillinger? Where is Luke Harper? Where is Eric Rowan? Where is American Alpha? Where is Mojo? At least it was on SmackDown this week. But these people are not doing anything. There's plenty of more people I'm not even listing, who I'm not even thinking of right now. Probably because they haven't been on TV in so damn long. So please, 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 shave down these segments. We don't need a 30-minute main event 6-man tag match. Especially not when we had a 30-minute 8-man tag match to start the show. So my thoughts on the night. It was a boring show that I didn't feel like watching. This should have been a better show. It was. I'll give it that. But that's not saying much. It really isn't. I could have literally took a shit and stared at my shit for 2 hours, and it would have been a better show than Raw last night. So SmackDown was a better show, but it still wasn't a good show. There's still plenty of flaws in this show, plot holes that don't make sense. Baron Corbin should not be in the locker room hanging out with Dolph Ziggler. They feuded last year. We have Sami Zayn looking like a doofus. If that's his character, then let's go with it. For real, let's just go with it. We saw a lot of tag team matches. Again, I get it. It's a go-home show. But you can't even use the excuse, hey, we have competition with NBA. Because the NBA Finals are over. So, if that was your excuse for putting on a shitty show last night, let's put on a good show from now on. At least until football starts. Even though I don't care for football, I might just pick up watching football this year so I have something to bitch about instead of professional wrestling. Because if this is the best show we're going to get, then I'm going to be irritated. Again, SmackDown was like a 4 out of 10. Not bad. Not bad at all. Did anything memorable happen? No. No. And that's really all that matters here. Hopefully next week's SmackDown will be better. If not, Money in the Bank should be good. There's really no way they can fuck Money in the Bank up. Right? Right?